Other than your underlying interest in the NoFap meaning, you may have other squeezing questions. More than all else, you're probably captivated by the potential NoFap benefits and pondering. Does NoFap work? You certainly don't have any desire to pass up a potentially life-changing personal development system. Simultaneously, you would prefer not to deny your sexual desires so radically if there's nothing to acquire from it. Since there are a lot of misinterpretations out there about NoFap, we did some examining to perceive what's truly going on. How about we investigate what NoFap is and whether it really works? What is NoFap? NoFap allegedly started from a 2011 Reddit gathering conversation about attempting to stop masturbation. Everything began with an investigation that showed a 145.7% increment in testosterone levels in men contrasted with the past pattern some following 7 days of not stroking off. The Reddit world went crazy over this case. NoFap rules. Everybody has various objectives and inspirations which this local area needs to empower. The essential objective, through NoFap's eyes, is to reboot the mind. Basically, they desire to help those required to reset their neural pathways so sex impulses don't have such a draw. The suggested time frame for this reboot is 90 days, albeit, once more, NoFap leaves this not entirely clear by members. Here is NoFap's wide portrayal of swearing off certain sexual practices. A long way from being a determined development. Our clients are an assorted gathering who discover shared conviction in only a certain something. They think going without separately chose sexual practices for a while will improve their lives. NoFap concedes that in the event that you get considerably more explicit, the shared characteristics of the gathering start to separate. Here's a rundown of the potential ways you could take preferably for 90 days through NoFap. No pornography use except for masturbation is permitted. No pornography or masturbation. No pornography, masturbation, or sex. What are the benefits of NoFap? Number 1, improved self-control. Particularly for most folks, NoFap offers a grand test. Men are wired to be extremely sexual. The desire to accomplish sexual delivery is unfathomably solid. Most members don't understand exactly how incredible these senses are until they attempt to stop self-stimulating practices for some time. The individuals who experience success in sexual abstemiousness frequently report discipline in different everyday issues as well. A portion of these incorporates improved work execution and the capacity to control feelings better. It appears to be sensible enough that learning self-restraint or discretion in one everyday issue might actually extend to another. Do you feel you're compulsively watching porn? Then Blocker X might help you. It is a complete porn de-addiction solution. Blocker X is the ultimate porn website blocker to help in your NoFap journey. It has the tools to help you systematically overcome this problem. To start, this app's main focus is just for blocking porn, but you can also block other websites like Instagram or Facebook. The moment you type in porn into a Google search on your phone, it immediately blocks it, before you can even search for it. Of course, none of this means anything if you can just turn it off at will, but they put thought into this too. You can turn it off whenever you want, but it will ask you if you are sure about 5 times. And even then, to turn off the blocker, it makes you type in, "Turn off the ad blocker, because I have no self-control." And even then, if you turn it off, there is a special help me button for you to click on that blocks all access to your phone for 10 minutes. This button is available all the time to you. It has a robust blocking functionality, helps by blocking all porn sites. You can team up with a friend of yours, called an accountability partner. You can talk to peers to get support and encouragement on your journey. I strongly suggest this app, especially if you're just starting out on this journey. Everything I mentioned here is free, and there are some extra features you get for the paid version which are very useful. It has a 7-day free trial, so you got nothing to lose. Check out their app from the link in the description. Number 2, self-improvement. Smarter, faster, leaner. Numerous individuals who follow the NoFap plan detailed encountering numerous psychological and actual advantages throughout significant stretches of time without fapping. Men allegedly encountered a lift in assurance, energy, and fearlessness. Some cases that taking an interest in NoFap has given them to some degree superpowers. It's been said that different advantages included seeing normal muscle development, better quality rest, brought down pressure and uneasiness levels, and surprisingly illuminated otherworldliness. There are no logical examinations to demonstrate these improved male highlights, yet getting more appealing and resting easy thinking about yourself has never been viewed as a negative. Number 3, addressing concerning behaviors. A decent number of NoFap members track down their sexual practices problematic somehow or another. For some, it's an issue of profound quality or confidence convictions, however, not for everybody. For practically all, profound quality to the side, members will, in general, feel wild here and there. They feel it isn't amazing to be not able to control their own bodies. Some even venture to presume sex dependence. On the off chance that an individual can't handle conduct they need to change, it merits choosing if it ought to be tended to somehow or another. It's empowering to assess our practices, to perceive what they mean for ourselves as well as other people. Once more, tending to undesirable practices in a single everyday issue could make it simpler to do as such in different everyday issues. Frequently, it's far simpler to carry on with an existence without assessing ourselves. However, assessing where we're at is the initial move towards positive change. Number 4. Confronting addiction. Brain scientists progressively perceive that addictions can exist in essentially any feature of life. We can get dependent on anything from food to our side interests to work. It isn't in every case simply medication and liquor fixation we need to fight. Simultaneously, numerous psychological and general well-being experts feel awkward utilizing the term sex fixation. To some extent, the test is that sexual drive and articulation can change definitely from one individual to another. On the off chance that we consider somebody toward one side of the charisma range a sex junkie, do we at that point give an analysis to somebody who has a surprisingly low longing for sex? Maybe ongoing teetotaler. Enslavement or not, some in the no-fap people group have discovered that their distraction with pornography and masturbation contrarily affected their lives here and there. Perhaps they got terminated for watching pornography while at work, or their accomplice discovered and it messed the relationship up. Different individuals spend a lot of their spare energy occupied with pornography and needed to accomplish something different with their time they considered more gainful. Or then again, they stress over the drawn-out impacts of reliable hard pornography use. A portion of these people who felt excessively constrained by PMO discovered no-fap to be inadequate, secret, and steady arrangement. These members needed to break liberated from what felt like dependence on them. Number 5. No-fap provides a community for many who lack it. For what reason do individuals mobilize behind an elite athletics group brimming with individuals they don't actually have a clue? Avid supporters may go through innumerable hours and heaps of cash just to have a place with that group somehow or another. Mentally, it frequently descends to our human should be a piece of an option that could be greater than ourselves. We as a whole need to feel part of a significant, bigger gathering here and there. For some, no-fap permits them to be important for a similar group of people. What's more, since it's managing cryptic sexual practices, it additionally gives an unrivaled degree of straightforwardness. That sort of straightforwardness can frequently be difficult to track down external a local area like no-fap. All things considered, the vast majority of us won't approach a coworker, different parties, or inside our family and companion circles and inform them concerning our PMO propensities. Numerous members discover it liberating to impart these things to the no-fap people group they may never impart to any other person. At the point when they can convey the most profound pieces of what their identity is and not feel judged, that makes an exceptionally significant association with others. It's difficult to contend against that sort of straightforwardness and profundity of conversation without judgment being sound here and there. Most people who try to do no-fap fail due to not being able to handle urges. This is where a tool like Blocker X is helpful. They currently are offering free trial. Start Blocker X today.